Dealing with mistakes, embracing mercy, lessons from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In the bustling streets of ancient Medina, amidst the whispers of palm trees and the soft murmurs of prayer, there lived a humble carpet weaver named Abdullah. Abdullah was known far and wide for his meticulous craftsmanship and unwavering devotion to his craft. Every thread he wove into his carpets seemed to carry a piece of his soul, and every knot told a story of patience and dedication. One sweltering afternoon, as Abdullah sat at his loom, his concentration was broken by a sharp knock at the door. Startled, he rose to find a young boy standing outside, his eyes downcast and his hands fidgeting nervously. "I am sorry to disturb you, Master Abdullah," the boy stammered, "but I have accidentally torn one of your finest carpets while playing nearby." Abdullah's heart sank at the news. The carpet in question was not just any carpet. It was his masterpiece, woven with countless hours of labor and love. His initial reaction was one of frustration and anger, but then he remembered the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who had always exemplified patience and forgiveness, even in the face of adversity. Taking a deep breath, Abdullah placed a gentle hand on the boy's shoulder and spoke softly, "Do not worry, my child. Mistakes happen, and it is how we deal with them that truly matters." With that, he ushered the boy inside and set to work repairing the torn carpet. As Abdullah worked tirelessly to mend the fabric, he found himself reflecting on the Prophet's teachings about forgiveness and compassion. He remembered the story of the woman who used to throw trash at the Prophet every day, yet he never once responded with anger or retaliation. Instead, he showed her kindness and patience until she eventually changed her ways. With each stitch, Abdullah felt his heart soften, and by the time he had finished repairing the carpet, he had not only forgiven the boy, but had also grown to admire his courage in admitting his mistake. When the boy saw the carpet restored to its former glory, tears welled up in his eyes. "I'm truly sorry for what I have done, Master Abdullah," he whispered, overcome with emotion. Abdullah smiled warmly and embraced the boy. "There is no need for apologies, my child. We all make mistakes, but it is through forgiveness and understanding that we learn and grow." And so, in the quiet streets of Medina, a lesson was learned. Through the example set by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Abdullah and the young boy discovered the transformative power of forgiveness and compassion in dealing with mistakes. And in doing so, they found peace not only within themselves, but also within their community. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city of Mecca, a weary traveler named Ali made his way through the bustling streets. Ali was a merchant known for his honesty and integrity in all his dealings. However, on this particular day, he found himself burdened by a mistake he had made, a miscalculation that had cost his client a significant amount of money. Feeling the weight of guilt pressing down upon him, Ali sought solace in the teachings of Islam, especially those exemplified by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He remembered the story of the Battle of Uhud, where despite the chaos and confusion, the Prophet remained steadfast in his leadership, even after a grave mistake made by some of his companions. Determined to rectify his error and seek forgiveness, Ali sought out his client Abu Bakr, who was known for his wisdom and fairness. With a heavy heart, Ali confessed his mistake and offered to make amends in any way he could. Abu Bakr listened patiently to Ali's tale, his expression softening with understanding. "We are all human, Ali, prone to errors and misjudgments," he said gently. "What matters most is how we choose to rectify our mistakes." Inspired by Abu Bakr's words, Ali set about making things right. He worked tirelessly to compensate for the losses incurred by his error, going above and beyond to ensure that his client was not only reimbursed, but also provided with additional goods as a gesture of goodwill. Throughout this journey of redemption, Ali found strength and guidance in the example set by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He recalled the Prophet's emphasis on honesty, integrity, and the importance of seeking forgiveness for one's mistakes. In the end, Ali's efforts did not go unnoticed. His client, Abu Bakr, was deeply moved by his sincerity and dedication to making amends. "Truly, Ali, you have shown the qualities of a righteous believer," he remarked, clasping Ali's hand in gratitude. And so, in the bustling streets of Mecca, amidst the whispers of prayer and the fragrance of incense, Ali learned a valuable lesson about humility, integrity, and the transformative power of seeking forgiveness, the very essence of the prophetic way in dealing with mistakes. As the moon rose high in the night sky, casting its gentle glow over the desert oasis, a group of travelers gathered around a campfire. Among them was Omar, a young nomad known for his quick wit and adventurous spirit. However, on this particular evening, Omar found himself grappling with the consequences of a reckless decision he had made earlier that day. During their journey, Omar had been entrusted with leading the caravan through a treacherous mountain pass. Yet in his eagerness to prove himself, he had chosen a path that led the group into a dead-end canyon, causing a delay and a sense of unease among his fellow travelers. Feeling the weight of his mistake heavy upon his shoulders, Omar sought counsel from the elders of the group. Together they sat beneath the starlit sky, reflecting on the teachings of Islam and the wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In the quiet moments that followed, Omar recalled the story of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, where the Prophet had shown remarkable patience and resilience in the face of adversity. Despite facing setbacks and misunderstandings, he remained steadfast in his commitment to peace and reconciliation. Inspired by the Prophet's example, Omar approached the leader of the caravan, Ali, and humbly confessed his error. "I acted rashly, Ali, and for that I am truly sorry," he admitted, his voice tinged with remorse. "I understand if you no longer trust me to lead the group." Ali regarded Omar with a thoughtful gaze, his expression softened by compassion. "We are all fallible, my friend," he replied, placing a reassuring hand on Omar's shoulder. "What matters now is how we move forward from this moment." Determined to make amends, Omar vowed to learn from his mistake and regain the trust of his companions. With Ali's guidance, he devised a new plan to navigate the mountain pass safely, taking into account the lessons learned from his earlier misjudgment. As dawn broke over the horizon, the caravan set out once more, their spirits lifted by a renewed sense of camaraderie and resolve. Though the road ahead was still fraught with challenges, Omar faced it with newfound humility and determination, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the enduring principles of Islam. And in doing so, he discovered that true strength lies not in avoiding mistakes, but in embracing them as opportunities for growth and redemption. As the journey continued and the caravan pressed on through the rugged terrain, Omar found solace in the belief that Allah, the Most Merciful, guides and forgives those who sincerely seek His mercy. He reflected on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, whose life exemplified boundless compassion and forgiveness, even in the face of adversity. In the gentle breeze that swept across the desert sands, Omar felt a sense of peace wash over him, a reassurance that Allah's mercy knows no bounds, and that the Prophet's legacy of forgiveness is a beacon of hope for all who falter along their journey. With each step forward, Omar carried within him the profound understanding that mistakes are not the end of the road, but rather opportunities for growth, redemption, and a deeper connection to the mercy of Allah and the teachings of the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And in this realization, he found the strength to embrace his humanity, strive for excellence, and walk the path of righteousness with humility and grace.